And that should do it. How does it look?
Great! It looks great. Yeah, it looks great. Thank you very much. Ah! Man, not even a year into these videos and I'm already recycling ideas for my first one? Well, don't worry. There's a lot more stories involving my hair than that time I dyed it like the Funny Society man and it got me in trouble at work. So, as mentioned in the Teenage Edgelord video, for a period of time I was positively petrified of getting my hair cut. Now, the reason for that was because of a time I got my hair trimmed and the barber managed to nick my ear. And it bled. Quite a bit. I'm not even sure how it happened or why it was bleeding so much. Well, so much for an ear anyway. But it sure made me a bit of a spectacle on the bus. It just kept on going and going and going as I was just trying to head home. But you know what? At least my hair looked nice. But you know what? I'm not entirely sure that was the only reason that I was so anxious of getting my hair cut. Because I've also had a horrible history of just comically terrible haircuts. So many, in fact, that I only managed to get a few down without the video being about 30 minutes long. Yeah, it's been that ridiculous. As with many children growing up in the 90s and early 2000s, I had to deal with the dreaded bowl cut. Mom would just kind of plunk a colander on my head and cut along to get the hair out of my face. Nothing fancy, nothing complex, and yet it still managed to feel oh so humiliating. Now look, I don't inherently have a thing against bowl cuts. I mean, some people can pull them off fine. But not I, good people, with my giant ears and doofy smile. I looked less Patrick Troughton and more Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. Thankfully, I don't recall ever being teased for my hair at school, but oh boy, did I ever feel self-conscious about it. You know, for someone who hated his time at school, I sure do talk about it a lot on this show, don't I? Well, anyway. What I do recall from school, however, are my pictures from photo day. In particular, the first one I ever had taken, because, of course, the embarrassment started that early. Now, I can't show you the real photo, but given some artistic liberties, this is basically it. Now, isn't this a sight right here? The bulgy eyes, the crooked baby teeth, the 90s tacular sweater, and of course, the bowl cut. It's kinda cute, in its own way, I guess. And of course, my family never lets me hear the end of this picture. They just go on and on and on about how cute I was and all that junk. You know how it is. Do something embarrassing, photo of said thing exists, family torments you for eternity, sky's blue, so is the ocean. Sadly, bowl cut shenanigans went on for a couple of years until my mom finally decided to take another route. Just shaving it all off. Now, I wasn't bald per se, but when you're 8 years old, a shaved head is close enough. Oh, and if you guys thought the bowl cut made my ears look big, now they were like literal landing strips, like bald Matt Smith rocket fins. Apparently, I've just got Doctor Who on the mind. Frankly, if I had the TARDIS, I'd go back and save my head from being beam-shaved. But I digress. Beam-shaved head shenanigans went on for a few years. Every time my hair got too long, my mom just lobbed it right off because it was easier for us to take care of, I guess. Until she just kinda stopped, and from that point on, she just let us handle our hair how we wanted to. And well, that led to... So, naturally, I went quite a while without getting my hair cut. Well, that and I fancied how the long hair looked. But it was primarily anxiety. However, there was one time during the long-haired fox days where I actually did get my hair cut by a professional, and it, My Nan had asked me if I wanted to go to a salon to get my hair done, and I thought, why not? So she took me to her hairdresser, and through all my moving and anxious fidgeting, it was done, and not a single cut on my ears to be found. And it looked great. Tidy, a nice sway, a good length. For the first time in a while, I really liked how my hair looked. That lasted about a week. Then it just fell flat, just went pfft. It looked so bad. It gave me like this medieval squire look. Or, as my brother so succinctly put it, it made me look like Velma from Scooby-Doo. And boy howdy, did he love pointing out that little fact. So again I say, thank you, brother, whom I love very much. Nowadays, I don't really experiment with my hair as much, mostly because there's not really much I can do with it, so I just try to keep it out of my face by brushing it aside or getting it trimmed. I don't really do long hair anymore because it's just way too much to manage, and I'm happy with my shorter hair. But let us pray that I never get transmogrified into Velma again, because Lord knows, I don't want to have to hear about that for the rest of my life. Whew, that took a while. I have absolutely no idea why, because it's not like it was any more particularly busy to do than any other Foxtails. I just got distracted and was really busy and everything got in the way, and then I had to put Foxtails first and that got in the way and blah 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 blah. I'm a very busy fox despite staying in most of the time. Anyway, as it stands right now, my hair is actually getting quite long. I should probably get it cut soon, but like I said, hope that I don't get turned into Velma again. That would be great. Or better yet, let's hope I don't get beam shaved because, oh my god, I don't know why my mom did that for so long. Anyway, like I always say, there's not too much else to say. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Love y'all. Goodbye.